Good afternoon. Today is July 15th, 2020. I'm Sandy Griffin Bukowski, the Executive Director here at the Cypress of Hilton Head. Just wanted to provide a few updates to you today as to how things are going this week at the Cypress. As I said, today is July 15th. Today would be the day that we would make our decision regarding offering the second meal to our members on a daily basis. So our second meals will continue through the end of July at this particular time. We've made the decision going forward, we will continue to provide 2 meals a day to our members at no additional cost through the month of July. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the hostess stand or Chris Caton. Also wanted to provide a bit of an update regarding hurricane evacuation. Thank you to all of you who have turned in your evacuation forms. We have a tremendous amount that have been turned in. Just a reminder for those of you who have not or are still contemplating what your plan is to please be sure to get your hurricane form in. We are working on the spreadsheet and we'll be working on pairing up roommates as we go forward. Things have not been totally finalized, but we are still looking at going to Heritage International Ministries in Fort Mill. As I said last week, we also were contemplating whether or not the Preston Health Center might accompany us to the Fort Mill area. So we're still working through those particular plans. I think the other thing that would be important to mention is here in Beaufort County, our number of our cases continue to rise, and that it's so important now to be sure that we are wearing our masks, we are social distancing, and we are actually washing our hands as frequently as possible. I know that everyone really misses the socialization with each other, and I think it's important that, if you're doing a group or social event, that group size needs to be 10 or less. And it's really important that you continue to wear masks during that time and that you also need to social distance. I know some of you may be having refreshments and it may be a little bit challenging to eat with a mask on, and I get that, but you just need to be really mindful that the masks cut down the coronavirus spreading up to 50%, and so that is really important. And if we have a group of people together for a social activity, it's for your protection as well as their protection, and we just really need to emphasize more and more masks, social distancing, washing hands, group size less than 10. So enjoy each other's company, but really try to adhere to those particular standards that we have. Yesterday in the news, I don't know if you've paid any attention or not, but they're also sharing now that if you have COVID-19, if you got it once, you're prone to get it again and again. It's not going to necessarily a one-time thing and be done. It's like the flu. You can get the flu every year. You can get coronavirus repeatedly. So I think we need to really be continuing to keep our safety precautions in place. We've had some questions about what does quarantine mean? And we have been working with our Health and Safety Committee on putting the forms together regarding that. We hope to have them out to you by the end of this week so you could at least understand when we say someone needs to be in quarantine what that actually means. And really, we understand that some of you might want to participate in activities alone, as far as walking, as far as riding your bike, as far as playing golf. And those activities are fine provided you are alone and you are wearing your mask, but it's important to remember to keep your mask with you because you never know when you might run into someone and you will need to interact with them. So quarantining, we're trying to help people understand that it really is limiting your interactions with others more so than staying within your home. And so more information to come on that. This week at the Cypress, we also learned we had 2 other employees who tested positive for COVID-19. Fortunately, they've not been on our campus in the last 14 days. They've been off on vacation, and so we really didn't have to take additional measures here on campus or in our Preston Health Center related to these positive cases. But I think going forward, every day someone is coming in telling us of a possible exposure. And that's great because then we can take the next steps and the precautions for that. So a reminder for all of our members to be sure that you are answering your questions every day on your wellness check and being sure that you are paying attention to those questions as well as your signs and symptoms and taking your temperature. We have new thermometers that are coming in as well, so we can certainly share them with you if you need a new thermometer. I know you've probably used a thermometer more than you have used one in the last couple months probably for your entire life, but we do need to continue to be mindful of anyone having a temperature regarding COVID-19. If you have additional questions and you would like to share me to answer any of those questions, please be sure to put them in the outside mailbox at the clubhouse. We do know right now that Channel 98 has not been working. I did receive some calls from a few of you regarding Channel 98. So once we get that up and running, Galen's been working diligently on that. We will certainly be posting this webcam video on the Channel 98 as well. And I know some of you use Channel 98 for your exercises and movies as well. So we're working on that as quickly and as fast as we can. So once again, want to say thank you so much for all that you're doing here at the Cypress. Those of you who are taking the safety precautions and managing those of you who are asking questions, we appreciate all your positive feedback that we're receiving as well. And be safe out there. Thank you so much.